Alright guys, here we go with a PSA order, and this was a PSA bulk that was sent off in August. There's a couple pack pulled cards in here from certified 17 cases, but let's just go through the cards here. So there are 15, and I want to show this one first. So each year, if you sign up for the Platinum membership with PSA, it's $199. You get 15 free vouchers, and the way these cards are set up, it would cost you $18 per card. So do the math on that. I think it's anywhere from $250 to $300. So it's actually a pretty good deal. It'd be $270 just to have them pay the grading fees. Plus, when you use the Platinum Club, you get access to like all the specials, the bulk specials, the autograph specials. So if you are going to be sending in, it's definitely worth it. If you don't like to grade, it's definitely not worth your time or money. So it just kind of depends on the collector. So I believe I snapped this out of a Beckett 9 case, and it had high subs. I think it was like 0.5 from a 9.5, and I thought this one looked beautiful, guys. I tried to not look too much into what the case said and just look at the actual card. And when my cards from PSA come back, I always have them like this, backwards, and I'll kind of have my lamp out, and I'll kind of look at the back, I'll look at the front. I don't know why I do this, and then I put my hand over this and just kind of look at it, and I'm like, I just kind of get a quick view of it and kind of think of what I think it is. And for this one, I honestly thought it was a 10, but it came back a 9, which is still really good. It's a really nice example. To me, it looks like a 10, even though the slab says 9. So I'm gonna place this in high regard in my collection, because to me it's a really nice example. The only thing I will note is it's not 50-50 centered. It's fatter on that side, so it's not like a pristine example. It's just like a really nice copy. I've bought a lot of these raw, and they come, kind of dinged up with the black borders on the back. So to have one like this is just cool. So this one was a PSA 5 that I just snapped out. It's got like a surface crease that I didn't see. Sometimes when I get cards in the mail that I just want slabbed, no matter what, I don't look at them closely enough. So that's something to work on in the future. Is just taking a extra few seconds, and if there's like a noticeable surface crease, don't send it in, because you're wasting your money. So that's just the way it goes with this. So I'll have to list this in my store and then put the surface isn't perfect, there's a problem on the back. So I'm sure somebody will still want it. It's still a sick card though. It's the Future Watch Moss. So next card is a Peyton Manning, and this is the SP Authentic 98 Future Watch die cut. Just a badass Manning card. It's out of 500. I got this one raw on eBay, pretty cheap. His hobby's dropped off. It hasn't like plummeted, but he's been out of the league for about 1.5 years now, and collectors, I think, are putting their money in some of the newer quarterbacks like Wentz, maybe Goff a little bit. And then some of the 2017 quarterbacks. That's just the way the hobby goes. But it's Peyton Manning. He'll always be Peyton Manning. So this is still a nice card. And an 8's not terrible on that. It's Breeze. Breeze. That doesn't really sum it up, but that's an acceptable grade. It's not great, but this Breeze is an 8 too. And on closer inspection, I think there's like a little white surface issue going on here. So that might be probably why they took it down to an 8, because it's actually a pretty nice looking card. I think it looks great in the slab too. So great Breeze, the SP Authentic 01 out of 800, 3-color patch. 8. We have a Fitzgerald. This is Topps Finest Gold 250. A nice solid PSA 9. You shouldn't have. These bottom corners are softer. I think it's a 10. You guys can probably see that if it focuses. Yeah, those bottom corners. And if you don't have noticeable surface scratches, then you should do pretty well on these Finest cards. So a nice Fitzgerald there. This is the Trout 2001 2011 Topps update. This one got a 9. I believe I bought this raw. I think they go raw for about 150. So, and then 10s are, don't know, anywhere. I'm just guessing here, 350 to 500. I'm just guessing. But this is a nice PSA 9. So this Brady, this is another 2000 Bowman Brady that I bought raw, and I thought it looked pretty good. I thought maybe a chance at an 8.5. I didn't have crazy expectations for it because there is some white shipping. It is centered pretty nicely. It's just not as nice as that PSA 9 we saw. And if you have it in person, this corner kind of, it's just kind of like pushed in a little bit. It's kind of hard to see on the video. You kind of have to have these cards in your hands, and you can tilt them back and forth and see some of the problems. But PSA 8 on this Brady, so that's acceptable. I don't really snap the cards out anymore unless it's something like crazy like that Moss. Like I don't need a PSA 5 of that card. Bryce Harper Bowman Platinum rookie. This is just the refractor base version. It's not numbered. But an 8, I'm guessing that it did have some surface problems, but I wanted to put it into my Harper registry. So this was a PSA or a Beckett 8.5 I snapped. I don't know why I did that. That was just weird. But I thought it looked pretty nice for an 8.5. But I think on closer inspection, one of the corners has an issue, and that's definitely what is holding this card back from a 9 or a 10. It is centered nicely. It's a pretty rare Topps luck rookie. I haven't checked this hobby lately, but I'm sure it's got to be dropping, right? I always felt like his Contenders 2012 card is very overrated. It shouldn't be selling at the level of Rodgers and Breeze. He hasn't won a Super Bowl, and I don't think he's in the same. Well, I know he's not in the same tier of elite quarterbacks like those two. So I'm not going to pay those prices for his cards. Miguel Sano. Now I can't remember if this was I think this was a Beckett 9 that I just wanted in the PSA holder. This is a beautiful card, guys. I don't know how Sano's hobby is doing. He's having a good season. This is the blue refractor auto to 150, and it's just a great looking card. So PSA 9 mint on that. It's got so much shine to it. You're going to have to put on your shades. That's what Topps 85401 said. That's hilarious. I'm trying to get a good picture of it. It's just got too much shine. A good view of that one. This was pulled from a pack, so I don't collect Deshaun Watson. I think he has a low ceiling as a player. That's just my opinion. But so if you like Watson, this will go in the store. It's the certified base to 149. So it's PSA mint 9. These certified cards are just beautiful. And then we have Christian McCaffrey. This was out of a pack too. So those were some of my better hits on the RPAs from a couple cases I did. So this is the Mirror Blue to 50 with a beautiful patch. This bottom right corner, when it came out of the pack, I was like, oh shoot. I was expecting a PSA 8 on this, and I got a 9. So I mean, every once in a while you get better grades than you expect and worse than you expect. It's hard to predict. It is subjective. Different graders, different days. Their eyes could be tired. There's a lot of things that can go into it, I think. I don't think it's definitely it's not like you're putting it into a machine or something. But like, can they give you a grade? That would be cool if they had some type of grading machine though. Kind of like in baseball, how they want to have the pitching zone be monitored by like a machine or a robot. I think that's weird. I like having an ump. Back to the cards. 2000 metal Tom Brady. This is the emerald green type of parallel. These were definitely tougher to pull than the base. I bought this raw off eBay, and I thought it looked pretty good. You know, I thought 8.5, 9 on a great day, but it got an 8, so I'm totally cool with that. So there's no PSA 10s in this order. Sorry guys, it just doesn't happen every order, especially when you're sending cards in that you don't have crazy high expectations for, but you would like to see them in a slab. And these are the 15 I chose because they're higher value than a lot of the bulk stuff that I like to send in. So I just kind of put these in a pile and saved them throughout the past 3 to 5 months. So scoreboard Brady, to 2000 PSA 8. Red border, so very tough to grade. So I definitely understand why this got a PSA 8. But it is numbered 2000, and it is a fairly rare Brady rookie. And last but not least, this was also a Beckett 9 Mint Lindor PSA 9 that I snapped out. It looked pretty nice outside of the slab. It's tough to tell on those. It's tough to tell the surface when it's inside one of those thick Beckett slabs. So you kind of have to. It's not the smartest thing to do. I probably won't do it too much anymore. But I got a PSA 9 out of it, and the grading was free, so I'll take it. This is the 2010 USA Blue Refractor Auto to 150, or to 99. Sorry. All right, that's it, guys. That was my PSA platinum level collector's club, or I don't know what you call it. The free order you get each year. So I'll get this one uploaded, and we'll take a look at it.